congratulations first and foremost on that 7-year deal with St. Louis worth more than $45 million. You deserve the big payday. And Torey, I just want to go back to that day, that crazy first day of free agency, because there were so many rumors out there. Where is this person going to go? Where is this person going to go? So what was your reaction to hearing that St. Louis was willing to offer you such a great contract?
Well, very surprised. I'll be very honest and blunt with you guys. They weren't, exactly on our radar from the get-go. We knew they had a situation going on with Pietrangelo, and just looking at the options up and down the league and seeing where I could fit in. And once I got the phone call and I took some time to talk to Doug Armstrong and Coach Berube, it seemed to be a great fit for me. So I had to take a second to sit back and say, let's look at this a little bit closer and see how we can fit in. And obviously we're very excited with how it played out.
Torey, congrats on the new deal. Anytime a player gets to this stage, the UFA stage of his career, of course, you want to be compensated fairly. You want to get your values worth in the marketplace, but an opportunity to win is critical also. St. Louis comes into the picture. There had to be other successful clubs vying for your services. What sets St. Louis apart?
Well, I think the age of the core group was very important for me. I'm walking into a team where I fit right in that core group, and age-wise, and the years that we have left in the tank, and the years that we can compete for a championship. I love their competitive style, and I think I'm going to fit very well in that group, in that locker room. The limited time that I've spent talking to those guys, whether it's on the phone or meeting them quickly in person on a trip to St. Louis a few weeks ago, I can tell I'm going to fit right in.
Yeah, and along those lines with your new teammates, it is sort of interesting that it wasn't all that long ago that you were playing against the St. Louis Blues and ended up falling in Game 7 to that team that won the Stanley Cup. So we remember very vividly, as I know you do too, that big hit you laid on Robert Thomas. And of course, he wasted no time in welcoming you to the Blues by saying, "Did we just become best friends?" And you responded. It was a great back and forth. But what has that interaction been like with your former foes and now new teammates?
Yeah, well, first I thought that was a great tweet by Robbie. So a nice little welcome into the team. But it's been great just to get to know them a little bit, and then to have the conversations, how excited they are to have me, to step in that lineup and some of the things that I might bring to their team. And I'm very excited about that. And it's been weird, I'll be honest. I didn't expect this to be the group that I'd be stepping into, and we've created a little bit of heated exchange there in the finals, and a bit of a rivalry there, and I never thought I'd be putting on a Blues jersey and competing for the Stanley Cup with them. So I'm hoping I don't have to look at those pictures from last year.
Yeah.
I can help them win another one.
Right. Well, we're talking about teammates more broadly. Let's get even more specific than that. Our projections, at least rumblings we're hearing out there, a possible pairing with Colton Parayko. If that's the case, your thoughts on playing on a pairing with the big fella?
Well, I've always thought very highly of him. I think he's a guy that does everything really well. Kind of underrated. Especially out here in the East, we don't line up against those guys very often. So I'm looking forward to, if I do get a chance to line up next to him, hopefully helping him bring out all the potential that he has in being that top defenseman. So I'm excited about the opportunity. Like I said before, he does everything well. There's not many weaknesses in his game, and hopefully I can help bring out all those strengths even more.
I know you're at home, and I think we hear a young child there in the background too, which I always love because it gives us a glimpse into what life is like for you right now. But this is November now. We are not used to, talking to you guys at home in the midst of what is now the off season. So where are you now, both physically and also with your training? Like, how are you trying to prepare in such uncertain times?
Yeah, I'm currently in Boston. Over the years here, we've fallen in love with the city, and we just stayed here throughout the off season, and we love it here. So we have a great house, and we have our daughter was born here, and we have a lot of great ties. So we're still here right now. As far as off season training, it's like you said, it's a different world, and we don't really have a target date that we're for sure about when we're going to come back to play. So it's a little bit tough mentally to make sure you're showing up every day and you're getting your work in, and hopefully once we have a date circle on the calendar, we can start to dial in our program. So, there's a lot more that goes into it than just lifting up heavy stuff and putting it down, and that you're preparing the best way possible.
By now, I'm sure you've had an opportunity, Torey, to talk with your new head coach. Can you let us inside of the conversation you've had with my former nemesis? How's the Chief, and how does he see the fit?
Yeah, it's I had a brief conversation with him during free agency period, and then some follow-up talks as well, exchange text messages. I just wanted to pick his brain on philosophy, maybe some of the things that you don't get to see every day. I've heard nothing but great things from the players that he has now. The relationship he has with them. I was just picking his brain about offensive zone type things, transition game through the neutral zone and breakouts, what that level of creativity, he allows for his players, because that's obviously a strength of my game. And I wanted to see where I could fit and see if we aligned philosophy wise. And obviously I had a great conversation with him, and definitely attracted me to St. Louis.
Well, we really appreciate the time. Say hello to the family in the background, and we'll talk to you soon, Torey.
Yeah, sorry about that.
No, it's great. I love it.
You're fine.
Take care.